is Liverpool and
Is
Bournemouth.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that tomorrow morning, 5 a.m.?
Yeah, tomorrow
Yeah.
morning.
Oh, wow.
I've been circling the Villa game for fucking months. So
Who are they playing?
Bournemouth.
Oh,
They're going to pump them, dude, I reckon. Easily.
what's this half volley opening day? Bournemouth. They've lost their whole team.
that could be a fucking 9-0 drumming.
Liverpool, Bournemouth, boys. What do we see happening there?
Absolute wipeout.
Carnage.
Yeah.
Carnage.
Yeah.
But
3 goals minimum.
there's always a caveat. The first couple of games, first 3 to 5 games, always throw up some doozy. I'm not going to say it's going to happen here, but if you look at the lineups and look what the business they've done in the preseason, you can't see past Liverpool smacking them.
Bro, who did they pick up? Petrovic for his goalkeeper.
No, they got
And
the
they,
left
and,
back,
they, and they left the French guy. That's it. But who else? That's
and
it.
they got a centre back, from France. I forgot his name.
But they've lost their whole back line. They lost 4 players.
He's
and
that
the striker.
goalkeeper's going to get a solid workout.
Bro.
He better be at bloody class.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Big
What
trouble.
are we
Definitely in
expecting?
trouble.
What are we predicting the score? I reckon like 3-0.
Yeah, 3-1.
Where are
I
they?
think
At
they'll
Anfield?
find. Yeah, they're at
Yeah,
Anfield.
they'll get a
Anfield.
goal. They'll get a goal.
They'll get
They'll
a
be
goal.
very interesting at the start of the match, the tribute as well. That'll be good to watch too for Jota.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
highly
yeah,
charged.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been planning something, and they should. It was a big moment for Liverpool, tragically. So,
Yeah.
3-1. That's pretty easy. I don't even think we need to spend time on that. It'll be interesting to see how the new boys go. Ekitike, Wirtz. There's a lot of
Wing
fanfare around those guys. The wing backs, yeah.
Yep.
Defensively, they can't afford anyone to get hurt. I know they just signed the kid from Italy, who's very highly rated, but he still looks like he's not over the line yet. So, and Van Dijk had a shocker in the Community Shield. He's been slipping, and let's see if Salah still has a step. That's he's the same player. If he slows down a tiny bit.
Well, he missed the pen too, didn't he?
Yeah. If he slows down a tiny bit, they'll be.
I was going to say, do you know what's crazy? They signed the Italian kid, the centre back. He's a centre back, and then they got rid of Kwanzaa to Leverkusen, who's also a young centre back, which was a bit of a weird.
This kid's 18, but
no, this kid's like the next thing. Like a lot of teams want of him.
I know. Yeah,
he's 6'4". He looks like he could be. Like he's one of the best. A lot of people are saying he's one of the best Italian defensive prospects in a very long time. So Liverpool to get their hands on him, it's almost like what you did with Saliba. Like he was very highly regarded in France.
But Leverkusen spent like 30 mil on this Kwanzaa kid as well. He was like the
35.
next. For the England centre back. I'm
not high on Kwanzaa. Like I think he's very overrated. Liverpool got rid of him for a reason. Like they saw an opportunity to cash in, and they did.
Watch, he'll probably do well in Germany, I reckon.
It's a little bit easier there. It's not the same as the Prem.
Yeah. Okay, next game.
Fireworks. Go, Rick. You can go first, man.
Villa Toon. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one only because Newcastle got a bit of a jump in their step. They've signed a couple of players. They've got my homegrown Ramsey, which I didn't want to lose to, but kudos to them. Good signing, I reckon. And it like Chuck said earlier, they're kind of salvaging what looked like a pretty poor window. I think they've done okay out of it. So that's not too bad. The problem is they've got no striker. You can't have Gordon there. So that's going to be a challenge for them. We've been good pre-season, but I don't want to use pre-season as a measuring stick. That's not something I'm proud of. It's just something at Villa Park I expect us to be good this year again. Hopefully, bloody hell, we were pretty good last year, so hopefully we carry it on. And I think we're catching Newcastle at good times. They got no Isaac. They got no striker. Have they had Wissa and the rest of the team? A bit more of a different sort of result in my head, but I reckon 2-1 maybe our way.
2-1.
Only because I don't know what our defense is going to do. That's the only caveat. I don't know. You run it cash, and my son can probably score.
Chuck, what do you reckon?
And I'm not. The Athletic released Hope-O-Meter for the teams and how hopeful they are for the upcoming season. At the bottom of the table was Newcastle at 19% of fans hopeful for the season.
What about the standings?
So, so from my point of view, I'm in that boat. I'm not optimistic at all, especially week 1 versus Villa. This is one of the hardest games to go to Villa Park. You need everything right. You need Watkins and Rodgers out, and you need your attack and in good form to go there. It's not an easy place to play at the best of times. The fact that we have no striker in 6 preseason games, not that we're using preseason as a yardstick, we lost 4 and drew 2. We don't know what it feels like to win. So, the fact that we're going to go up there with Gordon up front. Last year in the Premier League, we played 5 games, drew 1, lost 4 with Gordon up front. I can't see anything other than maybe a 2 or 3-0 Villa win, if I'm completely honest with you.
Come on. Jesus Christ.
We've got no outlet. We've got no goals. We've got no goals change games.
Bus.
Park the bus.
Nah, no way.
Come on,
Newcastle doesn't play like that.
Park the bus.
Newcastle.
Look, last year we can. We can park the bus.
He might go.
If he goes 3 at the back with 2 wing backs, but then where do you play your wingers, right? Like we've got good wing play. So, I'll be surprised, but you park the bus if you're a threat, and we don't really have much of a threat. The only caveat is exactly what Villa said. What Rick said. Defensively, I don't trust Villa. And I think they're going to get undone again this year at the back. They're just a mess. They got the new goalkeeper starting, so I don't know. Hopefully, he does a clanger or 2 and gives us a bit of a lifeline. But realistically, if we get a draw, if you're offering me a draw now, where do I sign? I'll sign up straight away for a draw.
Yeah, I reckon. Look, I won't touch base too much onto it because you guys already spoken about it. I reckon, in my opinion, Villa 2-0. Because just going by specifically the friendlies as well, I don't even think Newcastle picked up a point. Maybe a draw with, I think it was Tottenham.
We drew with Tottenham and we lost to you guys 3-2, but we played okay. But we didn't have a striker.
One thing that you got to mention with Villa and Newcastle is someone's getting smacked, whether it's SJP or Villa Park. Yeah. It's not 1-1-3.
You never know, but because is it at Villa Park?
It's at Villa, of course.
Yeah, okay. I'm swaying towards Villa. You too much uncertainty around the firepower.
There's a cloud. If we had signed a striker or 2, our tails might have been up. You know what I mean? And then it's a good time to play Villa because it's the first game. But the fact that we've got no goal scoring, player who, consistent striker can run the channels and open things up for us, we're going to be a little bit predictable. So Emery's too smart for that. We'll see what happens. Yeah. The only thing is, we're signing Ramsey, and if Ramsey and Howe have a quick chat, he might have the cheat notes for what Emery's doing for this week.
Maybe.
And maybe that might be.
Mate, there's rumours swirling you're going to unveil him at Villa Park. That's the rumours.
Mate, I would love nothing more than him to come off the bench and just smack one at the whole end. I'd love that.
I don't think he made the cut. He hasn't done the proper medical yet.
Yeah, let's go next game. Brighton and Fulham.
Where's it at?
I think it's at Brighton. Yeah,
Amex?
American Express.
Amex.
Yeah. I reckon.
I'm tipping Brighton. Yeah.
Brighton. Yeah. They had a really good preseason.
Yeah, they have.
They did.
They played okay.
Both teams actually did. I reckon Brighton as well.
Fulham haven't lost anyone, and they had a solid team. I think they had a decent team last year for their kind of stature.
What about ESI, Rick? Emil Smith Rowe.
Yeah, right. Anyways.
I reckon Brighton either 2-0, 2-1.
I'm going for a 2-2 thriller. 2-2 draw.
2-2. Wow.
Yeah. I think Brighton sometimes can be undone at the back because they push so far forward that they kind of and I think Fulham under
Silva.
Silva. Yeah. I think they run pretty well. They run the channels quite well. They build the plays quite well. Their backs are, they got Anderson at the back who's quite smart. I reckon it'll be a draw personally, but anyways.
Yeah, Sunderland and West Ham.
Oof.
Stadium of Light?
Yeah,
Stadium
Sunderland
of Light.
home.
Yeah.
I'm going for the upset.
You reckon?
Not even an upset for me. I think Sunderland's a good team. Yeah.
It's better than West Ham.
a good team.
No, I don't think they're a good team. I think they're better than West Ham.
Well, you haven't stopped talking about all their signings the last 2 months.
You've been carrying on, man. You're acting like Sunderland's pushing.
Bro, you're more covered with Sunderland than I am with Arsenal.
Yeah. Mate, from a promoted perspective, they've had the best window from any promoted team I've seen.
They have, actually. You're right.
By far. Have you seen all the junk everyone else has bought?
They've been shopping in France half the time. What's a League 1 or B team?
They've got some. Mate, Jack is captain. He still goes okay. Leverkusen's good.
Did you see the interview he did? He didn't even know what team he was. Everything was yes. He's got no idea who he signed for.
He's that focused. Jesus. Now, look, to be honest, I wouldn't be shocked they get up 1-0. I just don't think West Ham got anything going forward. I don't know who they got in the middle because
Callum Wilson.
Is he? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he's there.
Wilson, mate. If he
wow.
can score against anybody, that will be the team.
What do you reckon, West Ham up?
I don't know. I think it'll be a draw.
Draw?
Yeah,
Okay.
I reckon it'll all draw.
A draw. I don't.
Or draw.
I'm not as high on Sunderland as you are, Rick. I think they've taken. How many of their players they signed?
Well,
Bro, the whole team.
12 players. If
But
you
the whole
sign
team's
12
different.
players, these guys don't even know should I pass
What
it
are they
to him?
gonna
Is he
do?
right footer, left footer? You got no idea. There's no camaraderie. There's about 7 different languages in that starting lineup.
And you got
English
West
is
Ham.
not one of them. English
And West
is not-
Ham has no firepower either.
they got nothing up front. Like,
He's the Swedish bloke, full krug.
look,
look.
look.
I know. But
I'm
they
going
got
on a limb.
Bowen. But they got Bowen. Is Bowen playing?
Yeah, Bowen's playing.
That could be enough.
And Paqueta, he's there too.
Yeah, Paqueta's back. He's feeling good.
And
But what I'm saying is there's too many languages in that Sunderland dressing room. Reminds me of Newcastle when we had Emre and Solano, one's Peruvian, one's Turkish, and they're communicating in Greek. You know what I mean? Seriously. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, I don't know how that all plays out with Sunderland. Too much change. Could be good, but it's a big risk.
And they've pushed Wan-Bissaka up apparently on the team sheet to right midfielder. So they're pushing him forward now because they've got Juf. They've got what's his name?
Yeah, that.
Juf on the other
Burnley.
side too as well.
But that West Ham team, I think, still needs a lot of.
They're in trouble. Yeah, they need to invest. But
Yep.
they got Bowen there. He might be the best player on the pitch. So
Oh yeah, he is.
yeah.
But just set him the light. I don't know. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. It'll be hostile, but
Yeah.
What's the next
Spurs,
game? Spurs.
Burnley.
Oh,
I don't know. It's first game in charge with Frank. I don't know. It's a hard
against
one
Burnley.
because they've got like 7 guys out there. Kulishevsky's not playing.
Madison.
They've got enough.
Madison's
They've got
gone. I don't know. 1-0 max.
They'll
I
be
wouldn't-
deflated from the PSG result. I don't know if that plays a part, but overall they gave PSG a really good game. They probably should have
Yeah.
won that. If you're going to do that to PSG, then you're going at home at Burnley.
Yeah, they're going to beat them.
They've got to be
Yeah.
winning that game.
And Burnley's
I'm
lost.
going
Burnley
1-0.
lost Trafford. Like that's their biggest asset. Trafford. They've lost him.
Yeah.
So
They got
Mate.
Dubravka. Yeah. That's a problem.
I don't think Dubravka's playing either. I think he might be questionable too.
Good luck.
Yeah, I reckon 1-0. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game.
and
What
they
do you
got
reckon,
Scott
boys?
Parker.
What's
I
your
reckon-
score predictions?
I reckon 2-3-0, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So,
They'll put a few.
Yeah.
They'll put a few past them.
all right.
Tipping 4-1 Tottenham.
There you go,
4-1.
see?
Jesus.
They'll
All
win.
right.
Yeah.
And we'll go back next
Yeah.
week and we'll rate how we went.
I've
as
I've got them
well.
all wrong for sure.
Yeah. It's hard the first game. No one's played. You don't know what's
it's
going
going to be
on.
all over the place.
Yeah. Wolves and City.
Is it at Wolves?
Yes.
It's at Wolves, yeah.
At Molineux.
I like that Strand Larsen bloke. He scored 14 goals for them last year. It's a good pickup.
We were linked with him a lot.
Yeah.
But the problem is Wolves said £60 million.
Of
Oh,
course.
yeah. You
Yeah.
can't compete that.
He seemed
Everyone's
like a nice
60.
guy.
Everyone's
60.
£60 million now. That's right, yeah. That's the standard rate.
But you know what? In general, Wolves it's going to sound stupid. Wolves do give City a good game usually at Molineux.
Yeah.
There's always some controversy or something that goes wrong or sways them. I'm not saying they're going to lose because I think City got too much up front for them or just in general. But
Mm.
I'm going for a
tipping
1.
2-1. I'm going 2-1 City.
Are you?
It'll be
2-1?
close. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
City will
I'd
sneak it.
2-1, I reckon,
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
got Foden. Foden's still questionable. Obviously, Rodri's out.
Yeah.
But they got mostly everyone there. Marmoush, Haaland.
Haaland's
So,
there, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
plenty.
all right. Next game.
Ooh,
Is-
Chelsea Palace.
That'll be very interesting.
That's
I
a
reckon.
Selhurst,
Good
right?
game. No,
No,
Stanford.
Stanford.
The
Local
Bridge.
kind of a derby.
Mm.
Other sides of the but yeah. I think
It's
Palace
tough.
they trouble people, man. You'd be surprised.
They're
We can't play
troubled,
against
but I think Chelsea's tail is really high at the moment. They're going to be parading a couple of trophies. They've got a few new signings. It's exciting at the moment at Chelsea. They've really turned the corner. I think Palace they won't stop Chelsea
They won't?
that day.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm tipping Chelsea.
Yeah, fair enough. Probably right, but they're at home. Stamford
Mhm.
Bridge fella tilted.
It's a safe pick as well.
Yeah.
I reckon I think Palace for some reason, like between Warden, even Ismail Sarr, he's even for some reason starting to pick up pace.
Mm.
Mateta, Eze, there's a lot in the middle there that can cause a lot of havoc there. And I'm not really high on Chelsea's middle at the moment, even though everyone rates Fernandez and Caicedo. I'm not massive on him, and I've seen him get overrun a few times. And Warden in pre-season looked pretty good.
Yeah.
So a couple of lofted balls over the top to Mateta or some flick on Eze, I can see a goal coming pretty quickly. But I'm with Chuck. I think they'll win. I just don't think it'll be an easy win. Probably 1-0, 2-0.
I might go the other way. I'm gonna say it's a draw, 1-1 or 0. Yeah, I just think like you said, Crystal Palace midfield is actually pretty decent. Like in comparison,
good.
I'm not a fan of Enzo or Caicedo. Like I'm not a big fan of them either. I feel like
are you a fan of Cole Palmer?
That's the talisman.
That's the winner there.
But then they've got João Pedro's looking really good. You know, he's in a bit of form. You know, but I'm saying Palmer and Delap, that could be. No, I'm saying Palmer and João Pedro. That could be the combination this year for Chelsea. They link up. They got high IQ. You know, and they can both score. So
very dynamic.
That could be enough. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Next one, Forest and Brentford. What do you reckon?
Brentford cooked, man. Brentford cooked. You don't lose Wissa and Mbeumo, you know, who basically
and the
provided,
captain
and coach.
40 Premier League goals they basically lost. 39 Premier League goals from that team in 2 players.
Huge.
You know, that's you don't overcome that. Brentford are going to be bottom 6 this year. They just got to make sure they're not bottom 3. You know, so Forest, I think Forest will beat them.
They're at home too. I agree.
2-0.
What's this? 2-0? 2-0?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd say 1-0, 2-0. Just because of Alanga, it's less service to Chris Wood now. Yeah, but he was the
main guy. He was the main
guy forward. So, but I still think they'll win as overall as a team. 1-0, I'd say. I don't think it's going to be. They're not big scorers anyway.
No.
Interesting one. United and Arsenal.
Where?
You're pumped, Jay.
United.
You've been pumped
I can't
all
wait
week.
for this.
You've sent about 10 messages. I can't wait. You know, I'm trying to
I've got a
ignore it
prediction.
because I can wait.
I know. I've got a big prediction.
What's the
prediction? I reckon we pump them 3-0. 3-1, 3-0. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like they haven't really had much time to gel with Mbeumo and Kuna.
Yeah.
The way Amorim plays as well, I don't think they'll be able to contain Arsenal. I reckon Gyökeres might be a little bit fitter. I don't think he's going to score either. Saka can have a goal or 2, I reckon. But my prediction's 3-1, 3-0.
Wow.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
I hope you're right because I can't stand Man U, but I think you're wrong. I think this is going to be 1-1, a draw.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
It's always a draw.
No. I just think it's going to be a draw, and you know, you guys could be equalizing in this game. You got to be. I don't know. I think Arsenal have. They're doing the typical thing. They're so pumped after the last preseason game. They're going to Old Trafford. Old Trafford's going to be pretty electric. It's not going to be. It's not going to be the morgue that it was last year. They've got 3 new signings. They've got goals. You know. We need people to deflate them. But game 1, they're going to be pumped. You know, they're going to be pumped.
That's the only reason why. That's the only knock is because they're playing at Old Trafford. But I don't know. I got a good feeling. Maybe because it's the new striker bounce, new signings, typical Arsenal confidence.
Man U's a good game to play in November, December once all that new shine has worn off, and you know they're going to some struggles or whatever. But game 1, Old Trafford, 3 new, £200 million strike force.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna.
But how do you know?
It won't be easy. Won't be easy.
It won't be easy. I don't know. I don't know.
And they're going to walk out with the announcers saying, "Meet have 3 new stars," and the crowd just going to be pumped. So, you know what I mean? Chuck's right. It's going to be hard.
They've got a whole new front line. I don't know how they're going to gel. It's way too early to say they'll be doing well. Like in Mbeumo, it's the first time Mbeumo's in a team where he's got like Fernandes.
Definitely have run their midfield.
And Mbeumo looked really good in preseason. Like when I saw him, he was just making good decisions. He was putting balls into the box. He looked a class above, to be honest with you. So when you've got those 3 plus Fernandes, they've got enough attackers to give you guys a bit of trouble. How many clean sheets have you kept in preseason, Jay? 1.
Not many.
That's exactly right.
But you can't use that as an indication.
I know you can't. But I'm saying you didn't look great defensively, you know, and I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be a draw.
I think because of their midfield, when they have Casemiro there, I'm very confident.
Yeah, well, of course.
When he's in the middle, he's pretty much a witch's hat.
You know what you'll find with preseason? Whatever happens in preseason, the opposite happens in the season, basically.
We'll see.
Always.
Yeah, I know. You can't use it
me
as a barometer. But what I'm saying is, it's probably the worst time to play Man United. Like they need to be knocked down. Right now they're going to start with their tails up.
Having said that, if they do win, that's an enormous punch to the guts, given the fact that they've had an enormous off season. So just come out of Old Trafford.
But look at their back line.
I want them to lose. I can't stand Man United.
But just look at the back line. You look at Anana. You got the Dutch.
Anana's not playing, is he?
He's questionable. He's questionable.
He won't play.
Luke Shaw is playing centre back. If they're playing the back three, he's going to be there with Lenny Yora, the 19-year-old. I'm very confident. That midfield and back line, I'm not worried at all.
What about the guy? The guy's got the name like a Fiji resort. Destiny. What's his name? What's his name?
Dorgu?
No. The other one, the young bloke.
Nah, he's probably on the bench, dude.
Is it Holiday?
There's another one. Aiden Heaven.
Heaven. That's the one. Heaven.
Yeah. He's questionable. I don't know. I just, aside from the two new guys, I'm not. There's no. Yeah. Anyways, we'll move on from that. But I'm calling a 3-0, 3-1 at least.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Leeds Everton.
Fuck! What a boring game.
It's at Ellen Road, isn't it? Leeds have bought nobody.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Long stuff. I'm going draw.
Like I said,
this will be another draw. I'm tipping another draw.
Nah, Everton can squeak out these wins now, man.
They can, but I
your boy Longstaff. Your boy Longstaff.
Their Leeds.
They haven't done much,
I reckon Everton will win 1-0.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They're the favourites, but I think it'll be a draw. We haven't tipped many draws.
Yeah, Everton. I don't think Everton were that bad this year.
They'll be a surprise packer. Yeah,
they'll be a lot better than West Ham. They'll be out of that mould.
Yeah.
For sure.
I want to see what Jack does there now. He's got apparently have a free reign there as the 10. No,
he's not playing. He's not playing this week, is he?
Isn't he? Oh, all right.
There's no way he'd be fit, Rick. Who's he been training with?
Don't know what they got at the moment.
He's probably with Isak in Mallorca somewhere.
Yeah.
They got that Ndiaye. I can't pronounce his name. Everyone kind of raves on about him.
The attacking mid. Yeah, he's good.
Ndiaye. He's from Sheffield United, I think, or Friends, or whatever.
I don't. It's just the better. I'm not huge on better. He scored like 6-7 goals last year. I'm not sure or 8 goals.
They got a new striker, don't they? They got the guy from Villarreal.
No, the Beto would be starting.
They paid nearly 50 mil for the Villarreal guy.
Yeah, I reckon Everton 1-0, 2-0.
Yeah,
comfortably.
What's your top 8?
In order. We need an order so I can write down and remember.
It's going to change, but if someone buys someone big next week, I've got to change it.
Yeah, but it's so easy to say who's in the top 8. It's going to be the same teams again.
Maybe.
Aside from
but the order.
You need the order,
going to win? Yeah, I want the order. Yeah,
you can't just put Tottenham and United and.
So do you want the top 8 and the bottom 3? What do you want?
Who's your winners? What's your Champions League places? Who's going to get the Europa League? Yeah.
Okay, so number 1 as it stands, because I want to do this next. I'm hoping we can do this next week and until the window closes, because I want to see what the teams end up with.
Yeah.
Anyways, as it stands, number 1 for me, I can't see past Liverpool. I have to put them there. I'd be shooting myself in the leg. Number 2 is Arsenal. Right, and I think most of us will probably agree. Number 3 is going to be City. Number 4, Chelsea. So that's just the nominated plug and play top 4 for me. This is where it gets fun for me because I don't know what's going to happen beyond this. Number 5 for me, I'm not going to go on a limb, but I'm probably going to say Villa, go for 5th, because I think
Jesus.
Well, we don't have Europa. Everyone else has got Champions League around us, so the strain on our squad, I think, is going to be a lot less than the teams around us, because you've got Spurs coming in, you've got Man United. Well, no, sorry, Spurs, Newcastle. They've got they've just bought new players. They've got Champions League, so the strain on their squad will be a bit more. No Isaac, so I've got to put that into consideration. But the fact that all those sort of factors come into play, I want to go 5th basically. Mm-hmm. Sixth, if Newcastle gets Wissa, which I like Wissa a lot. I reckon they're gonna come 6th, Newcastle. That's my predicament. So either 6th, yeah, I reckon they'll be 6th. 7th for me, I'm gonna go for Spurs, and then 8th I'm going for United. That's my top 8 completely, right? If you want my bottom 3, I'm gonna go obviously Burnley. I'm gonna go Leeds, and I'm gonna go controversially West Ham.
Wow,
that's a big call. I like that.
Big call.
That's a great call.
That's for now. If they start buying people left, right, and centre, then that's different. But Wolves last year kind of showed me they've got a bit of life under the new guy. I don't know if that's going to last. I just don't know West Ham's got enough in the tank to kind of.
So you're basically saying the West Ham Sunderland game opening day is almost like a relegation 6-pointer. Huge match.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I forgot one team. Literally, my bad. Let me retrace that.
Yeah.
I found someone worse. I think Brentford's going to get relegated.
Yeah.
Oi!
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'm getting Brent. So I forgot about Brentford. My mistake. Scrap the West. I think West Ham will be in the bottom 6, but I definitely think Brentford will be definitely tippy toeing in relegation territory.
Man,
So that's me.
I can't believe I am almost 100% aligned with Rick. I can't believe I'm doing this. Something wrong. The difference is I've got Chelsea 3rd. I've got City 4th. I think City, they're they haven't impressed me, and their signings don't look amazing. Yeah, big question marks there. Rodri, I thought if he comes back, could give him a bit of impetus, but he's already out till September, just like Rick there, taking off. What's this guy doing, man?
Another delivery.
Yeah, another delivery. I'm not as confident about Newcastle being 6th. I think that's the difference. I think I agree with Rick. I think Villa will get 5th. They didn't really make much incomings, but they've kept the nucleus of their squad. They've still got a top 4 striker in Watkins. Rodgers is there. Tielemans. They've got a good team. Defensively, I'm always suspect about Villa, but I think they've got enough to stay in the top 5. It's Tottenham. I don't know what I'm going to get from Tottenham this year, and it's a big jump for them. But the whole middle of the pack in the Premier League have just fallen off.
Yeah.
So Tottenham, with 1 or 2 tweaks, they could get a bit of a run, but they got to juggle Champions League as well. That's tough. I think, and I hope I'm really wrong, I think Manchester United could get 6th, this year. It's a big call, but 1 game a week, that's massive. And I really rate Mbeumo. And Fernandes is still there. He's going to be setting those guys up. Cunha, he can find his feet. All of a sudden, that team, they have more time to train, hear the Amorim way. I hope I'm wrong and the guy gets, sacked in no time. But the reality is 1 game a week with that much firepower, I think they could get 6th. And then I'm thinking Newcastle 7th, Tottenham 8th. That's my top 8. So Liverpool 1, Arsenal 2, Chelsea 3, City 4, Villa 5, who'd I say? Man United 6th, Newcastle 7th, and then Tottenham 8th. That's my top 8. Bottom 3, I've got the 3 promoted teams. I think they're all going to go down. I think Sunderland is also going to go down. On paper, they look like they made some nice signings, but the reality is none of these guys have played in the Premier League before. They've got no camaraderie. They've never been in the trenches. And, there's going to be a lot of finger pointing in that dressing room, a month, 2 or 3. So I think Sunderland could go down. But that's my prediction.
Not much difference for myself. Obviously, the top 4, Chelsea, Man City, doesn't really matter, 3rd and 4th. 5th is a hard one. I don't think Villa will be up there. I reckon it'll be close. I reckon Manchester United will be up there. I reckon they'll be 5th or 6th. I reckon they'll have a massive jump. Tottenham won't be in the top 8. They'll be mid-table. Another prediction I have as well, just to jump in the gun a bit, I don't think Forest will be top 10 or top 12. I reckon they can finish bottom 4, bottom 5.
Nah.
Sorry, not in Forest. Yeah, dude. I reckon they will
bottom
drop
4
off.
or 5.
Yeah, because they've
They're
got...
about
I don't know. Yeah. I feel like they just... Actually, I think they peaked hard.
They kept Morgan Gibbs-White. They've got Elliot Anderson. They've just about to sign James McAtee.
They got
and they're
more
about to
games, is my
sign
point.
Omari Hutchinson, right?
So they have Europa or Conference League?
Europa.
Europa.
Yeah, dude, that's my point. I don't think
Okay.
they're gonna do. I don't think they're gonna do well in the domestic
They're not a
league.
big squad
but
either.
mid-table, yes, but bottom 4, 5,
Yeah,
6?
no, bottom 4.
They're too good.
I reckon they'll finish 15th or 16th. They'll be like how Manchester United and Tottenham were last year.
Wow, big call.
I reckon they're completely out of the picture just because of Europa.
Okay.
What did I say?
That's the
5th
one thing
Man
people
United.
forget. Europe takes a massive toll.
Yeah,
on
it's a
squads.
big hit.
It doesn't matter
Big hit.
how, you know what I mean? Especially for these new emerging teams that are not used to it. It's like a sonic boom to the face. Like it's
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be massive. 6th. Who's gonna put 6th? Yeah, I'll put Villa 6th. I'll edge them over United over them. Newcastle, I don't know. I reckon they'll go. I reckon they'll drop to 8th. If this whole this whole East scenario, 8th or 9th. Because you got Champions League as well, 8th or 9th. Tottenham, I don't think they're going to be top 8. I reckon they're going to sit around 10th or 11th. I still don't think they're good enough. It's way too early to say to launch them back into Top 8.
What I'd say about Newcastle is if they integrate Isaac, that kind of changes to 4.
Of course.
To around the 4 mark.
Of course.
For me.
Yeah.
But again, that's like.
Okay. Yeah. As of today, yeah, 8th. We're 8th.
Yeah. I reckon rounding up as at today. So the top 4, United 5th, 6th Villa, 7th. I'd say maybe Newcastle. 8th is a hard one for me. I reckon Everton will be up there. I reckon Everton can be up there.
Have a good year.
Because United, the reason why I launched United up there, they've got no obligations to any other. One game a week. Everton don't have that either. And I think Everton's improved a lot too. So I reckon they'll hover around 8th, 9th. West Ham, bottom 3, bottom 4.
One thing I'll caveat Man United about is they're shockingly defensively, right? Yeah. So they're going to have to outscore teams. One injury down on Buemo or this other or anything up front, they're back to square one because they got Højlund and Xerxes. Yeah. So it kind of runs thin with the way they kind of.
But but a lot of the sides are one injury away from a crisis. I think if Villa lose Watkins and he's out for 4 months for something, a hammy or whatever, you guys are not in the top 5 race. You're done. Like your season's done. You're not going. You're not going for 5th. Yeah, it'll be very hard.
It'll be hard.
Yeah, and then Brighton will hover around 10th, 9th, 10th. There was the switch between either Everton, Newcastle, or Brighton for me. But yeah, bottom 3, be like Burnley, Sunderland, Leeds. I don't see them surviving. It's easy.
There's not a team this year that I'm confused about, as in I'm not sure about. For me, in my head, I think everyone's got a place. Whereas in previous years, are like, Bournemouth have made some good signings. They seem to be going hard. Brighton made some, this year I'm like, I'm not sure. The big teams have done well. They've made big signings. And the little teams have done little things and sold basically everything. So,
it's like the mid-table hasn't really changed besides Brentford and Bournemouth dropping, and then you've got Fulham that's hanging around there. I don't think Fulham's improved at all. Like the teams like that. Only the one I think it has is Everton. I think Everton will do well.
Yeah, Moyes is starting to put. That's his home.
New stadium.
How did they respond to the new stadium? Right, like traveling to Goodison was never easy. Is it going to be like what happened at West Ham? When they went from Upton Park to the new stadium and then they struggled to win there. I'm saying, what does the new stadium bring for them? If it becomes a bit of a fortress, Everton's a good prediction. I think they'll have a good run this year.
Yeah.
Wissa's side of things, I know he's going to get transfer talk. That guy they bought from Bournemouth, not a striker. I don't know.
I know. He plays wide, but he apparently he prefers to play through the middle up top. But they've always played him out wide.
I've never seen him play through the middle in 2 years of watching him.
He's wanted to play there, but they haven't had a chance to play him up there.
A left back. He's played left back, left mid, left wing. He wants to play striker.
Mate, you did that in indoor. You were a centre back. You were begging everybody to play up front, and then you hit the worst penalty I ever saw in my life in a grand final.
That was terrible. I saw the front end of that. I was behind the goals as well.
This was before fucking excuse my language, before Twitter, before all YouTube, before all that. You would have gone viral about 10 times over if that happened in today's game.
I haven't seen that much confidence before, dude.
In my head.
Dude, he stopped everybody, and the whole stadium was watching him. He went up there calm. He didn't even do the starter step. He just waltzed in, bank, passed to the keeper. Honestly, that was match fixing, man. I don't know. You made some money on that. You made some money on that.
I had the best view. I was right behind that goal as well.
Rick, the whole stadium was just sitting there, just going, "Where's this guy going to put this?" He's taking a big run up, and then honestly, that was like the worst penalty I'd ever seen in my life.
Oh God. Shout out to Mechka FC. Shout out to Mechka.
Good old Mechka.
Good old Mechka. Anyway.
Easy. Thank you for listening to episode 8 of our rundown of the season. Like and subscribe to us on X, YouTube. What else is there, Rick? Instagram.
Yeah.
All the above. So yeah, laters.